Dragon is in countdown. Falcon 9 is in startup. Dragon, SpaceX, go for launch.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Megan Cruz with NASA Communications, joining you live from NASA's Kennedy Space Center here in Florida. You are here to watch the pre-launch news conference for SpaceX's 23rd cargo resupply services mission to the International Space Station. It is set to lift off tomorrow morning at 3:37 a.m. Eastern Time. As always, we've assembled a great team to chat with you today about the importance of this mission and also to detail the more than 4,800 pounds of crew supplies, science experiments, and technology demonstrations that's headed up to our orbiting lab. So first we have Joel Montalbano. He's the manager of NASA's International Space Station program. As you can see, he's joining us virtually from Houston. And then back here at Kennedy, we have Jennifer Scott Williams, manager of the Applications Client Support Office, also of NASA's International Space Station program. And we have Sarah Walker. She is the director of SpaceX's Dragon Mission Management. And then we have Brian Cizik, launch weather officer with Cape Canaveral Space Force Station's 45th Weather Squadron. We are going to take some opening remarks from each of the people I just introduced you to, and then we will take your questions. So Joel, do you want to kick it off?
Hey, thank you, Megan, and welcome again to today's SpaceX 23 pre-launch press conference. It's always exciting to be talking about a mission the day before launch, and it's nothing different. The NASA and SpaceX teams have been preparing a long time for this mission, and the teams are ready to go. We started our final loading approximately about 2 a.m. Eastern time this morning with our late load, our kind of the science that we put on board the vehicle as close to launch as possible. And checking in with that team about an hour ago, things are going well. Space Station, as you know, has been very busy this summer with the launch of a new set of solar arrays and then the successful install of those solar arrays. The solar arrays continue to operate nominally on board. We've had a lot of Russian vehicle traffic, a new module on board Space Station. We've had a progress undocking, a progress docking. We've had a Crew Dragon relocation from one port to another. And we've also had a Northrop Grumman 16 mission that has been successful and continues to operate without issues on board. As said earlier, launch time, about 3:37 Eastern time. That sets us up for a docking approximately 11 a.m. Eastern time Sunday morning, and with hatch opening about an hour and a half later. We're bringing up 4,800 pounds of pressurized cargo. 2,000 of that will be dedicated to research and utilization, and returning about 4,200 pounds of cargo to Earth. Working with SpaceX and working with our other commercial providers has been just an outstanding partnership that we've established between NASA and the commercial industry. We're proud to partner with Sarah and her team. We've made a lot of accomplishments, and together we're changing the way we look at low Earth orbit. We're commercializing low Earth orbit. We're using these missions to optimize the science and utilization that we do on board Space Station, as well as increasing the amount of exploration technology development we can do to support us for future missions. Again, I'm very proud of the team. It's been awesome to work with Sarah and her team. And with that, let me hand it back over to you, Megan. Thank you.
Thank you so much for detailing, how exciting it is right now up at the International Space Station. So with that, actually, Jennifer, do you mind talking to us about some of the science going up there?
All right, thank you, Megan. And thank all of you for joining us today to learn about the exciting research that we will be launching to the Orbiting Microgravity Laboratory this weekend. At any given time, we have hundreds of experiments that are being conducted on board, all across different disciplines, across cell science, microgravity, microbiology, even animals to plants, technology demonstrations to remote sensing, even STEM outreach, as well as commercial adventures. So today's briefing highlights just a few things, such as exposing materials to the harsh environments of space, studying the stress response of plants to microgravity, as well as protecting bone health with a botanical byproduct from one of my favorite beverages, as well as much more. To give you just a taste of what we are launching on this mission, I'd like to show a video highlighting a few of the investigations we'll be launching this weekend. SpaceX CRS-23 will deliver approximately 480 kilograms of crew supplies, over 1,000 kilograms of science investigations, 69 kilograms of spacewalk equipment, and 24 kilograms of Russian hardware. Some of you may notice that we are flying an empty Dragon trunk this time. Well, COVID-19 has impacted all of us, and the space station program is no different. Due to vendor supply issues and other interruptions because of the pandemic, the International Space Station elected to decide to fly those other investigations on later flights in order to preserve the timeline for CRS-23. This way, we can accommodate our 5 USOS crew members on board and ensure timely delivery of important crew consumables and science, along with the nitrogen oxygen recharge system, or NORS, tanks and air tanks. ISS crew members will perform about 281 experiments during this increment, and will add to the nearly 3,000 experiments that have been conducted on board to date. This has impacted over 4,200 principal investigators and their teams, representing at least 108 countries around the globe. So, as you can tell, the space station is an active, vibrant laboratory where we are making the next steps of space exploration possible. As we set our sights on the moon and beyond, it is the knowledge and the practical experience that we've gained from more than 20 years of continuous human presence and research on the space station that will pave a successful path forward. The things we're doing now to further those exploration goals also benefit us here right on Earth. For example, research on this mission could help us build better spacecraft, test surgical techniques for the wound healing process, and there's even an opportunity for you, your kids, local schools to participate in space experiments here on the ground that will match those that are being conducted on the International Space Station. So you could become an astrobotanist right there in your own home. As I mentioned, we have fully capable crew of astronauts on board that are equipped with the training and the expertise to do cutting-edge research. This creates a unique challenge for us in our office because we have to work diligently together as a program to find the right balance between crew provisions and research, which we call utilization, to fly on any given spacecraft. That's why I am so excited to feature just a few of the researchers and their projects today. Their work continues to build on decades of insights from our orbiting laboratory's rich history. They and thousands of other scientists are building the pathway for humanity's future in space. So, to keep up with space station science, you can visit www.nasa.gov/ISS-science or follow us on Twitter at ISS_research. Thank you again for being here, and we look forward to your questions. Back to you, Megan.
Jennifer, thank you so much for sharing that link because there is so much science happening and it's a wide variety of science, so you really can't talk about it all now. So it's great that you shared that resource. Now, Sarah, do you mind talking to us about SpaceX's role in all this?
Sure. Thanks for having me today. I'm really excited to be here. As has already been mentioned, we are less than 24 hours away, much less actually. Early wee hours of tomorrow morning, we'll be launching our 23rd cargo resupply mission to the space station. My team is actually out on the pad at Launch Complex 39A doing the last of the cargo load that Joel referenced, that we call it our late load operation, loading the last of the time critical science into Dragon before we close the hatch for flight. So it's been a really busy year for our team. You know, in 2019 and 2020, we launched 4 Dragons each of those years over the course of the calendar year. And here we are just in the summertime in August, and we're already launching our 4th Dragon of 2021, with potentially 3 more before the end of the year. So there's no slowing down in sight. It's been really busy and really exciting to participate in all that NASA is doing. And of course, it's not just about launch, right? These Dragons are continually operated in space for 1 to 6 months, depending on if it's a cargo or a crew mission and what ISS's specific needs are at that time. So since last fall, with the launch of Crew 1, we've actually had a Dragon in space continually docked to the International Space Station every single day. And when this Dragon reaches the space station, it will join the Crew 2 Dragon spacecraft that brought 4 astronauts up to the space station this past spring. So I've got a slide, I think, with specifics for tomorrow. We're looking good for launch early tomorrow morning. The exact launch time is 3:37 and 12 seconds Eastern Time. We successfully completed an integrated static fire Wednesday night, and we're not tracking any constraints to launch at this time. In the event that weather or another issue does postpone that launch opportunity, we have a backup opportunity on Sunday, so the following day, about 20 minutes earlier in the morning. It's at 3:14 and 39 seconds Eastern Time. So this will be the second flight of this Dragon that's supporting this mission in particular. You may remember that we upgraded our Dragon fleet right after the 20th cargo resupply mission, and this was actually the first of those upgraded cargo Dragons that flew for Cirrus-21, and now we have refurbished it and are flying it again on Cirrus-23. And of course, the Crew 2 vehicle that it's joining up on space station right now is also on its second flight. It first flew the Demo 2 mission, and is now up there with 4 more astronauts with Crew 2. So to that end, refurbishment is very important to the company. You know, we think it's a critical breakthrough in technology to be able to refly our rockets and our spacecraft. And to that end, this upgraded Dragon fleet has been designed with reusability in mind. And so it features more robust water sealing of the capsule itself. The components are more resistant to salt water and simpler to install and uninstall. And making a couple of these upgrades actually enabled us to cut our refurbishment time in half, maybe even a third of what it was with the previous version of Dragon. So it's been really fun for my team to watch the gains that we've seen in quickly turning around and reflying our vehicles. So next I have a quick video for you about SpaceX's brand new autonomous drone ship named a Shortfall of Gravitas. So our other 2, we have 2 other in the fleet, are dividing up. Of course, I Still Love You is now on the West Coast to support SpaceX's launch operations there, while Just Read the Instructions remains here to support East Coast operations alongside a Shortfall of Gravitas. So we'll have 2 here on the East Coast. Backing up a little bit, so as with previous missions, after completing its segment, the first stage rocket will return to Earth and land on one of SpaceX's autonomous drone ships out at sea. And this will be the first time that we've used this newest vessel in the fleet, and it comes with some great upgrades. So it was designed and built to travel out to sea, find its position, receive the rocket, and then actually secure the rocket to the ship all robotically. We have what we call it the Octograbber robot that secures the 4 landing legs of the rocket to the ship, and then travel back to port for it to be offloaded completely autonomously, which is a huge upgrade. So we're in the final phases of testing out all of that capability. And so this mission, I believe, will actually just utilize it similar to our other vehicles, where our other recovery vessels, where it will be pulled out with a tugboat, and then it will autonomously keep its position from there. But I'm really excited to see this vehicle come online, and we really needed it. We needed a third vehicle to support the high launch cadence that we're seeing at SpaceX right now. So tomorrow's countdown, I think I've also got a graphic for you here. It'll look remarkably similar to past CRS missions. After liftoff, the Falcon 9 first stage journeys for about 2 minutes and 26 seconds. Immediately following main engine cutoff, the Falcon 9's first stage will separate from the second stage, and the second stage ignites its vacuum engine and continues onward with Dragon towards the International Space Station, while the first stage will reorient itself and for reentry into Earth's atmosphere. So that first stage will perform 2 more burns, a reentry burn to help slow the rocket down, and then a landing burn immediately before touchdown on the drone ship. Looking back at the second stage, continuing on to orbit, about 12 minutes into flight, just shy of 12 minutes, it will shut down that vacuum engine, and Dragon will separate, and onward it goes to the International Space Station, which I think Joel mentioned we will dock Sunday morning about 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So lastly, I just want to say thank you so much to NASA for your continued partnership and trust in us. We could not be more grateful for being a part of all that you're doing, and just proud of the partnership that we have.
Sarah, thank you so much. So it seems like we're all ready, but Brian, tell us about Mother Nature. Is she ready for us tomorrow morning?
Yes, Megan. So right now, all eyes are on Tropical Storm Ida, currently impacting Cuba, as we can see right on our satellite imagery right now. And that is expected to move to the northwest and travel into the Gulf of Mexico and strengthen into a hurricane. And while it won't directly impact us, for the launch attempt early tomorrow morning, we do expect a lot of mid and upper level moisture, which could bring in some upper level clouds. So a very moist atmosphere here in East Central Florida right now, and a little bit closer to home. We do have high pressure centered just to our north off the Carolina coast. And if you can envision that clockwise rotation around the high, so that's going to be bringing us southeasterly flow. And in that type of pattern, we typically have onshore coastal showers in the overnight hours, especially with a lot of moisture that's in place thanks to Tropical Storm Ida right now. So let's go to the launch forecast. And currently we sit at a 60% probability of violation, so that's a 40% chance of go. And our main concerns are the cumulus cloud rule, flight through precipitation, and the thick cloud layers rule. So that's due to the mid and upper level moisture. If we have a thick enough cloud in the mid levels from the moisture coming in from Tropical Storm Ida, and then the cumulus cloud rule and flight through precipitation, that's more due to those onshore moving showers that we expect to see throughout the evening. Just a reminder that these launch commit criteria, or LCCs, the lightning launch commit criteria, those are designed to protect not just against natural lightning, but also against rocket-triggered lightning. As you shoot a rocket through the atmosphere, that can actually trigger a lightning strike that would not naturally occur. So we have winds coming from the east at 15 to 20 miles per hour, a fairly warm 79 degrees in the overnight hours, and things looking a little bit more favorable, though, as we head into the backup forecast. A little bit less breezy, and the POV drops down to 40% as what's expected to be Hurricane Ida pushes farther to the northwest in the Gulf of Mexico. It is expected to strengthen, but move farther away from our location. So pulling a little bit more moisture, we'll see moisture levels drop. So similar concerns, but a lower probability of violation as we head into the backup day. So the launch weather team will be on console tonight, ready to support. And we're hoping to get that good window right around T0, but the weather team will be ready either way.
Brian, thank you so much. Okay, I guess we're just going to have to see. And thanks, everyone, for your opening remarks. So what we're going to do now is open up the phone line to reporters. Also to those who are watching from the general public, please feel free to go on Twitter and send us some questions. Just use hashtag AskNASA, and we will see if we can get some of those on the show here for you as well. All right, the first question is from Marcia Dunn from the Associated Press. Hey, Marcia.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Good. A couple questions for you, Joel. Wondering what fresh food is going up for the crew, and are there any lingering effects or concerns from the flip-flopping that the space station took back on July 29 following the docking of the Russian lab? I've just been wondering if you guys are following any concerns, strains, stresses to the metal or other parts of the space station. Thank you.
Sure. Okay, good questions, Marcia. Thank you. So as standard on these missions, we are flying on the pretty good amount of fresh fruit. We have lemons, onions, some avocados, some cherry tomatoes. We're also finding some ice cream for the crew members. That's a big hit with our crew members, and we'll do that. As far as the MLM, we've taken a look from a structural standpoint of what happened when we did those rotations from the jet firing, and we're not tracking any structural issues because of that. The pitch rate, or the rate of the rotation was mostly in pitch, maximized at about 0.5 degrees per second. The next step is to go look at lifetime. So did we have any lifetime issues on the structure? And at this time, initial analysis is nothing that would prevent us from extending ISS. So as you guys know, right now we're now certified to 2024. We're looking at, from an engineering standpoint, how long we can go. Ideally, we would like to go as long as maybe 2030 from an engineering standpoint, and the teams have looked at that and not really tracking any issues as a result of the MLM jet firing.
Joel, thank you. All right, the next question is from Bill Harwood, CBS.
Yeah, hey, two quick ones from me. For Joel, what are the latest thinking on the IROSA EVA? I know it's not time critical, but I also know you guys are always planning. So, just wondering where that stands. And for Jennifer, you mentioned the impacts of COVID and the empty trunk. What is not getting launched on this flight? Okay, thanks.
All right, I'll take the EVA question, then I'll hand it over to Jennifer. Right now, we're looking at August 12th for the EVA, and we're going to go out with Aki and Thomas Pesquet. And so, as you have heard, reported in the press, Mark Vande Hei, has been very open. And first of all, wants to thank everybody for checking in on them. But because just out of an abundance of caution and the fact that we want to get this EVA done during the SpaceX mission, we have a payload that's going outside the ISS experience, and we'd like to get that footage home on the SpaceX-23. And so in order not to rush the system, we no need to put any pressure on the crew on board or the docs on the ground. We can make an easy change with Thomas going out there. It's the same size suit, and so that's the direction we're going to, looking at August 12th. And back over to you, Jennifer, for the other question.
Thank you for that question, Bill. So one of the investigations that will not be launched is one of our external payloads by the Space Task Program, and that would be STP-H7. So we're going to launch both of those, H7 and H8, concurrently on SpaceX-24. So just delayed one flight.
Great, thank you for those questions, Bill. All right, next one is Jeff Faust, Space News.
Yeah, good afternoon. A question for Sarah. This is the first Falcon 9 launch in almost 2 months. I'm curious if you took advantage of the downtime to do any sort of maintenance on the pad or other facilities or launch vehicles for that matter. And then did you have to do any sort of extra preparations to get ready for this first launch in nearly 2 months? Thanks.
First of all, I love that you asked that question because it shows that you guys are really getting used to our really rapid launch cadence. So just for context, last year we launched 26 Falcon 9 missions, and that was the world's most flown rocket last year. This, I believe, is our 20th launch of this year with many more to come. And so the pace is very quick, and we did actually have a month or two recently between launches. I believe Sirius 22 was actually our last launch, and back in June. And the real answer to that question is we launch when our customers need us to launch. And so we stand ready to support, and we're excited. There's a lot of exciting missions coming up ahead, especially Dragon missions, 3 more this year. But we did take that month or two to look at any small improvements that we could make to increase our efficiency or the way we turn the pad. But nothing major changed in terms of preparations for this launch. We were ready since the last launch.
Up next, we have Stephen Clark from Spaceflight Now.
Hi, Stephen Clark, Spaceflight Now. A couple of easy ones, I hope. Beyond Sunday, with phasing constraints and anything on the range, what's the next opportunity after Sunday, assuming this doesn't get off the ground this weekend? And maybe for Joel, can you just sort of update me on when this mission is scheduled to return to Earth, and just if you could run through the manifest briefly for the rest of the year of visiting vehicles that are coming up to ISS.
Okay. So let's see, as far as launch opportunities, we have launch opportunities early Saturday morning, early Sunday morning. We'll stand down for a day, and then we'll have the next 2 days as launch opportunities. As far as missions, this mission is about 30 days. I think 33 days is what we're planning for. And so give you a duration of that. And then once we get closer to the end of the mission, we'll work the weather constraints and pick the right days. But there's a minimum days for science, and that's 33 days. As far as the rest of the year, we have a number of missions. As you know, after this mission, we'll have a let's see, you'll have, we have Crew 3 that we're looking in late October. There's a Soyuz mission in early October. We have SpaceX-24 later this year. There's a Progress mission. So just a number of vehicles coming back and forth to the International Space Station.
Okay, and now we have Mark Carreau. Mark, can you say where you're from?
Yes, I can. Mark Carreau for Aviation Week, and my question's for Joel. I think I'm just trying to get a sense of when the next IROSAs go up. I don't think they're on this mission. Just double checking that. I don't think there are any on the station now that haven't been installed. So I'm just kind of checking that and then asking when the next IROSAs would go up.
And so there are no other solar arrays on board. As you heard earlier from Jennifer, this trunk is empty. SpaceX 24, they're not on that one. They're not on 25. The next set of solar arrays would go up on the SpaceX 26.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And then we actually got one question from our social group on that Ask NASA that we told you about. It's about more science, Jennifer. So this question is for you. You know, you alluded to STEM, and I think you're talking about a project with Girl Scouts. Can you talk a little bit more about that one?
Yes, we do have a project with the Faraday facility. So we're launching Faraday 2 on this mission, and we have a couple of investigations that will go inside that facility, one of which is Faraday Girl Scouts. And the Girl Scouts are looking at different organisms during this particular flight, anything from plants to brine shrimp to ants, and studying their behavior in microgravity. So that is just one experiment that is focused on STEM outreach.
Jennifer, thank you so much. All right, that will wrap up this pre-launch news conference for, again, SpaceX's 23rd cargo resupply services mission. The launch is in less than 24 hours, so set your alarm clocks for 3:37 a.m. Saturday morning, and our coverage here on NASA TV will begin at 3:15 a.m. Dragon will dock with the space station at 11 a.m. Sunday, and that coverage will begin at 9:30 a.m. But in the meantime, stay with us right here on NASA TV. We're actually going to have you meet some of the investigators who are flying science on this mission as we take you inside their labs. Hey everyone, and welcome to Kennedy Space Center in Florida. I'm Megan Cruz with NASA Communications. SpaceX is getting ready to send its 23rd cargo resupply mission to the International Space Station. Cargo missions are super important to us here at NASA because they deliver food and other supplies to the astronauts up there, but also science experiments. Researchers are trying to figure out how to improve things here on Earth and also for the astronauts in space. Because after all, we are headed back to the moon and then Mars. I had the chance to meet with 3 researchers who are sending experiments up on this mission. Let's take a look at what's on board. First, let's chat with some Girl Scouts who are sending brine shrimp and ants to space. Evie and Marie, thank you so much for joining us. So we're sending brine shrimp, we're sending ants, and we're sending plants, correct? And 11 girls inspired these experiments.
Yes, so there are a total of 3 projects going into the space from the Making Space for Girls program. We have ants going up. It was a younger girl who was really just wanting to see how they move, how they act, if they act differently. We have tomatoes and lemongrass and peppers going up in our plants section, and then of course we have the brine shrimp going up.
Evie, you're the one who's sending brine shrimp into space, and I can see that you brought some with you.
Yep.
Why brine shrimp?
Because, well, we wanted to send actual shrimp, but they're kind of big, and we have size constraints. So these are the brine shrimp. There is one big one, but the rest of them are tiny. So we're seeing if we can grow them on the space station.
How cool is it that you get to send up a science experiment to space alongside all of these other distinguished researchers around the world?
Very, very cool.
This is totally an amazing opportunity for kids around the world to see and say, hey, maybe I could send science up to the space station.
This opportunity is great because of the research and the girls who are getting to send it up, but it's really a message for all girls out there that you can do space and that you can go and pursue a career in space and space exploration and the amazing work that goes into it. And it really grows their creative sides and inspires them to further into space and science.
And guys, we can literally see Launch Pad 39A from where we're standing here. That's where this SpaceX rocket is going to lift off from with your experiment. How do you feel about that?
Very, very excited. I've always loved to do science experiments, and knowing that I inspired something that might help people is really, really cool.
Awesome. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The next person I want you to meet is Dr. Nicola DiFrani. He's working with researchers at the Houston Methodist Research Institute to test an implant that can remotely deliver medicine. Thank you for joining me today, Nicola. For those who don't know, we're here at Kennedy's Space Station Processing Facility. Do you mind telling people why you're here?
I'm preparing the last step of assembling of an implantable device that we're going to ship to the International Space Station. And this is an implantable device that I've been developed for the last year with my principal investigator, Alessandro Gattoni, at the Houston Methodist Research Institute. It's a device for drug delivery, for sustained drug delivery that can be remotely controlled. We're going to send there 10 implants inside a Faraday box, which is a box that has been developed by Proxops. And all of these devices are going to communicate with this computer, and through an internet connection, that same signal is gonna come back here on Earth, and from the Houston facility, we're gonna be able to log on and see the status of each one of these devices.
How is it that that little device can do that, can remotely deliver medicine to somebody?
The principle of working of this device is through a silicon nanofluidic membrane, which is this small piece that you see right here. It's just 6 by 6 millimeter, and it has hundreds of thousands of nanochannels. We use these silicon devices to finely tune how much drug diffuses through and it's delivered to the body. So in connection to this membrane, we have a mini computer on board the device, which is the same that you see here, which is a printed circuit board, and that has Bluetooth capabilities. So this mini computer is connected to the silicon membrane, and so it can change how much drug is released.
Wow. And this research could help people here on Earth, right?
That is correct. The goal of these devices is to actually treat and manage long-term chronic pathologies, such as hypertension or rheumatoid arthritis.
Wow. And I think the size is so noteworthy too, because right now the devices that do remotely deliver medicine are big, right? They're big devices.
Yes, similar devices that deliver drug for this kind of pathologies usually are peristaltic pumps that are pretty big in size. And the way we're able to shrink the device down to this size is because we don't use any mechanical components that are also prone to failure. Everything we do is solid state. Like this membrane that we have right here is completely made of silicon.
Great, Nicola, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And finally, I met with Dr. Fabio Peluso, who's studying an interesting mixture that could protect our bones. Dr. Fabio Peluso, thank you so much for inviting us here into your lab.
That's a pleasure for me.
Dr. Peluso, tell us about your experiment. What is it that you're trying to study?
It's very simple. This experiment is aimed at understanding whether the presence of special metabolites extracted from grapes may help bone cells to survive better when exposed to microgravity. You know indeed that not only humans, but also crew are exposed to many diseases, and one of these is the osteoporosis. When crew are exposed to microgravity for a long time, their bone loses minerals.
Yeah, the mixture that you're studying is metabolites from grapes used
Yes,
to make wine,
indeed.
and also collagen.
Yes, and also collagen. There are two twin lines that our colleagues from the Department of Biology are now preparing, and they are fixing the cells on these substrates. There are two twin lines, one only with collagen, which is the normal nutrient for cells, and the other, there is this special metabolite, the extract of grapes, resveratrol is the name, the chemical name, that on ground has been tested successfully. It helps bone cells to survive better.
So they have the cells are going to go here, this is going to go up to the space station.
Yeah,
Again,
indeed.
explain why this experiment has to happen on the International Space Station.
So this experiment must be run in the absence of gravity on the International Space Station, just to verify whether the presence of resveratrol may help the bone cells to survive for a long time.
Okay, perfect. Well, Dr. Peluso, thank you so much, and I can't wait to see what you guys discover. As you can see, there's a lot of exciting science flying up to our orbiting lab. Liftoff is scheduled for Saturday, August 28th at 3:37 a.m. Live coverage will begin right here on NASA TV at 3:15 a.m.